Okay, y'all. So listen, real quick, cause Chopper, this is what I have a problem with. How these people come on here and they just, man, try to downplay and vouch for this dude Diddy. Diddy gets no passes, y'all. We're done with that. Diddy gets no passes at all whatsoever. He gets, come on. What's happening? It's not gonna do it because what? Because I'm live. Why is my screen black? Nothing's working. This has never happened before, y'all. Absolutely nothing. It has not ever happened before. Okay, let me see if I can turn it off. Nope. It's on, but it's stuck. This is weird. I kid you not. This is weird. This has never, ever happened before. I am pressing buttons on this remote and nothing is happening. It will not turn off and it's on. Oh my gosh. You gotta be freaking kidding me. This is the kind of day I'm about to have. Are you serious right now? Oh, wow. Okay, let me see if I can manually change it. Hang on, y'all, because something ain't right. Something ain't right. Like, what's going on? Are you freaking kidding me? Bro, what's wrong with you? It's not even going off. Oh, this is insanity. In a real way. Oh my gosh. Is it because I'm talking about Diddy? And I'm dead serious. Cause what? Okay, completely shut it off the power. Now I'm turning the power back on. Okay? I'm gonna turn the power back on. And I'm gonna see what's gonna happen. I mean, is this because I'm trying to go in on this Diddy situation? Just really quickly. Now I'm gonna see if it's gonna work like it should. That I have had zero problems. This is my my projector. So I'm trying to see. Oh, live is different. Look at all this stuff. What is? So it's got a carousel of people down there. It's got. What's this? Oh, wait, hold on. You can play music from here? Wait, you gotta be kidding me. And not that I need to get distracted right now, but what? Okay, wait a second. Okay. Okay, I listen, y'all. I do not go live enough. Sound effects? What? Get it. looks like I'm gonna be going live more. I like this. I like this. Okay, so let's see. Load up. Because I have no idea. See, look at it. I have no idea why it did all this. Okay, I have no idea why suddenly, as I'm trying to show y'all something and talk about unable to load. What? Y'all, as soon as I went live and then turned on maybe it's a TikTok. TikTok is blocking it because it was playing just fine when I was recording. However, because I don't have enough storage, I just did 10 minutes of just talking into my phone. So it won't record it if you don't have enough storage. So, which I can't stand. So I'm sitting up here like, okay, let me just go live then real quick. Wait a minute. I can't go to my settings menu. That's weird. Okay. Let's see. Soon as hold on, I am connected to the internet. So it's telling me I'm not connected to the internet. I'm connected to the internet. All right, let me try to go somewhere else and see what happens. Because I think this is a TikTok thing. And if so, that's interesting. That's interesting. I think TikTok is blocking. Let me play something from some other thing or whatever. See what happens. Okay, so that's playing just fine. Let me put the camera on it and see what happens. Okay, so nothing. Back to the home menu. Let me try. I'm gonna go to YouTube again. Okay, it's loading. It's loading this time, y'all. Watch. Okay. All right, cool. So maybe I don't point the camera at it because I think that TikTok is blocked. And I'm going to tell y'all that can happen because when I have an older projector, right? Because this projector is licensed. It's a 4K. Crooked right now because I made it crooked. I'm going to see if it's going to go out again while I'm pointing at it. But it's a 4K, right? And it is licensed through Amazon and Netflix, right? So I can stream Amazon and Netflix through this projector. And if you go to my Amazon store, is a link there. It's a really nice projector and I have no problems. There's more you can do, whatever. However, with the older version, let me get my focus. If I try to, play something live from Netflix or Amazon, it'll detect that on YouTube or anywhere and it'll block it. And so that's why this one being licensed, it'll let it play because I can play YouTube or whatever. But I don't know if there's some kind of conflict, so I'm just not going to really point the camera at it. So we're just going to do audio real quick. So this is what I want to talk about. I want to talk about how these guys come on here and they vouch for Diddy. it doesn't matter how bad it was. It doesn't matter the heinousness of the crime. I have been covering crimes for a long time, for a very long time, especially when it comes to violating children, males, and it's just overwhelmingly astonishing and disgusting how many males, not to say that women don't do it too, but my gripe is with these guys because this is who we hear loud and clear on these platforms, and they what's the word? I'm just so they give passes. They downplay. Well, they try to, because there's no downplaying this, right? But they speak of it as if it's not. Like, look at how Marlon and Ja Rule, other people's like, oh, Diddy, 50 shouldn't be, and 50 this and that and that. Listen, bro, we shouldn't even be caring about none of that. We don't care if Dr. Seuss did the documentary. Thank you for doing it, because obviously people weren't paying enough attention and they needed to hear the stuff again or need to hear more or whatever have you. But I cannot stand the way that these guys keep coming out and they keep telling you how they think, which is, it's still no, all this stuff Diddy did, no big a deal. He doing his time, let it go. Exactly what Marlon said. This is how they think. Just a lot of them they're more intelligent. They're smart enough not to say it. Let's listen to Chopper right here. Let's listen to Chopper. I know they're going to hit me with a commercial. So, see? Yeah. So, let's just get through this commercial. All right. Okay. That looked like Talil. I know that wasn't Talil. After what's going on about him. Okay. So, they start off. This is like a little, 5-6 minute clip from an interview he did on Cam Capone News, right? And they're talking about the lawyer. They're talking about Diddy recording, and it's Chopper, and they're talking about Chopper. Diddy recorded. They got the footage. Blah blah blah, and then it leads into this. Just gonna press play.
He did not, and is not happy with Diddy, and this is the lawyer that got him off the RICO.
Yeah, got him off.
I didn't recognize that.
Because you should have told me what was down, bitch. Even though Diddy's not wrong, he's not wrong for doing it, because he can.
Listen, don't take no advice from Chopper. If he say something, well, this is anybody, do your research. Don't take no advice from Chopper. We don't know what Chopper know. We know that Chopper was, that's another thing. Chopper said he was 15 years old. Chopper recently said in an interview that he was 15 years old back when he was on Making a Band. First of all, this is Puff Daddy, P. Diddy, whatever you want to call him. You mean to tell me they didn't vouch these people? They didn't verify who they were bringing around Diddy. They went and got the cheesecake for who? Beyonce. Jay-Z was there. So you telling me they didn't know that this guy was 15 years old at the time? Then I'll find the interview. I will. He also said him and Cassie was the same. Y'all know the Google and Wikipedia sometimes is not the truth. It's not the truth. I can Google Chopper. I can Google Cassie and look for their age or what have you. I would suggest no surface diving, deep diving, because a lot of artists, they start out with false ages because a lot of them be underage. So it's set all across, different places that they are, say, 20 now when they're really 16 now because they were so significantly underage. Chopper said out his own mouth he was 15. Why are you 15 years old on this show? We found out that Chopper was underage. I could have swore they said he was like 16, 17. He was just right at 18, but not 18 yet. They did not tell us he was 15. Chopper said that. Keep talking, Chopper. Keep talking. So Chopper says Diddy still owe me money. He owed me, and he says exactly how much he owes. And he says the mama, because it's in her name, blah, 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 should pay him and all that. So Diddy scorns you, and he owes you money. But forget, don't tell me to take a break. What? I just got on here. It's weird. But forget the victims that he's done heinous things to. Is this what we're doing? Okay. All right. So Choppa says he signed contracts. He went to do shows. He did this, he did that. Even after making a band and all that, he went and did performances. He did all these things. And Diddy got all his money. Diddy owes me money, he says. I even confronted him one time. And he says, hey, you was only 15 back then. I'll call the law on you. And Choppa said, okay, I'm just going to hush. But he owed me my money. I want my money. First of all, you want your money. But then when it comes to everybody else, oh, Diddy ain't do nothing but domestic violence. And he's serving time for that. And it's all good. Secondly, how slow are you? Don't take no legal advice from him. Diddy told you he going to charge you for being you was scamming. Yeah. But underage? You was underage, bro. Diddy was a whole adult doing business with an underage kid, and you let him tell you, okay. First of all, and secondly, let me say something else, because I want to throw something else at him real quick. Y'all went and signed on with Diddy after all these people that went through him and became nothing, and they had way more talent than him. Total 112. We can do this all day. Way more talent than making a band. To me, they were the most talented people that Diddy tried to produce that I know about. And they thought that there were going to be an exception. Okay, cool. All right.
So yeah. You know what they say, client, lawyer, disclosure.
He don't know. He don't know.
Diddy could do whatever you want to do because I hired you.
So client lawyer disclosure means that Diddy can record him all day and disclose what he want to disclose in their private conversations. Okay, cool. But hey, that's not even what I'm looking for. Let's just laugh at that.
But at least let me know when you hear me that I'm being recorded so I can know what to say and what not to say. So I think that's the only complicated situation.
Yep, because men are supposed to keep it real with men. Men are supposed to be straight up with men. Men are supposed to be honest with men. This is how they talk. I'm not a man hater. I don't, but with these things, why do y'all always make excuses for and try to downplay? It's very telling. It's telling how you're not protective like you should be. You're not a good person. You're not a good person. And you do it too. That's my conclusion. You do it too. And the ones pay attention to the ones who really don't speak on it at all, except for they'll say things like, they'll give you politically correct remarks. Oh, wow, yeah, that was something. I didn't know. Yeah, it was shocking. It was a trip. They say stuff like that, but they don't really go in on Diddy or condone him of the things he's done. Pay attention to guys who talk like that. Guys who talk like this. Guys who talk like this.
And he didn't. So the lawyer is all in the right to feel how he feel. That's just how I feel about that. But is Diddy wrong? No, he's not wrong. Because I hired you. I can do as I please. So that's how I look at it.
Okay, whatever. I don't know. It was dumb.
I mean, I pretty much agree. Like, he should have been given a heads up, but like you said, it's Diddy hired him. He can do what he wants.
Yes, he could.
Blah 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 blah.
Bro, this is the guy that got him out of a potentially 20.
Well, Choppa, Diddy did do something for you because now you're what, God, 30, 40 years old. And look, you get a book an interview every time Diddy's name come up and you get paid for it. I know they shoot you $1,000, pay for your air flight. It probably more than that. Hell, what do I know? You get the big fake rock in your ear there, you're doing your thing. You're bowling, right? Yeah, you're getting paid. You're getting more than a lot of his victims will ever get.
30 years in prison.
Yes, indeed.
Bro.
Yes, indeed.
This guy's a monster.
This guy violated people's bodies. He traumatized people to the point where they'll never be okay. They will never be okay. He took people's livelihoods. He took their livelihoods, where their ability to make money, feed their families, become something. And a lot of these people were truly, 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 truly talented. He violated person after person after person. We could never put a number on how many people Diddy violated. We could never put a number on how many people Diddy violated. We could never put a number on how many people Diddy violated in so many ways. It's not even funny. Y'all, I haven't even watched that documentary yet. But a lot of y'all watched it. And I've seen you come out here and say that grown males have come out here and said, this dude stole my body parts from me. How many people has he done this to? And this dude right here, along with others, he got his punishment. He doing his time, and that's fine. And he's in jail because of domestic violence, which is actually incorrect. I've literally heard some of these guys try to say Diddy's in jail because of that tape that he beat Cassie. First of all, it was added as relevance to some degree, but it was not a charge. He got convicted not on what he did to Cassie. He got convicted not on putting his hands violently on anybody else. He's not in jail for domestic violence, bro. Stop playing with me. You're a whole grown ass man.
I mean,
male, not man.
Come home and he ain't no love again. He gonna come home and trust me, bro. Right now,
no.
Those 4 years that he got,
that's a lie.
4,000.
4 years, yeah, it will be. 1 second is too long for me. I don't do. But Diddy ain't coming home and being no good boy. This is what he trying to say. Diddy's gonna come home and be a good boy. Never in the pity blood of Hades is that gonna happen. People who REPE, KILL, beat down people, we see it all the time. He done beat her up, right? Get him. No, they won't do nothing. Okay, they finally got him, let him go. He gonna go right back over there, get the girl and put her in the grave, right? There's guys who are just who they are, and being in jail sometimes, prison, whatever, just makes them more upset, and they got more time to think about how bad they gonna get you. And if this boy wouldn't even he couldn't leave the judge alone. Letter, I contest this. I don't agree with that. He wouldn't stop. He can't stop, won't stop. He does not accept you doing anything that he does not want to happen. He does not care about you, anybody else, your feelings, nothing like that. And no stinking 4 years. It's going to make him change. No 4 years is going to make him come out and be like, let me be a good boy now because I don't want to go back to jail. He just in there thinking about how to be smarter about it. Just ain't got a lot of time to do so. Damn.
To a man that has been on top for, 30 plus years, I don't think Diddy gonna come home playing no games.
What?
I don't think so. That's just my opinion. I think Diddy gonna come home and try to be and play the quiet boy now. I think they spanked him enough. So I don't think.
I'm convinced they got the concept of the soft from Diddy. Whoever made that move, they knew Diddy. Listen, he not changing. You'll never convince me that this guy's going to stop what he's been doing. I saw a clip earlier. Dang, I can't believe I can't remember his name. But he became a popular show host. Talk show host. But this was back when they were so much younger and at the beginning of their careers and everything. And Diddy ran up on stage and he unzipped the guy's pants in front of a crowd, in front of other people on stage. And then he running around and stuff. And the guy was like, Diddy something. And he said, I'm not going to press charges. I know better. And the look on his face, it didn't look like he was like, this was, because why, first of all, why would you go run up to a guy on national television and just unzip his pants? I got one better for you. I just dropped my remote control. I got one better for you. Arsenio Hall, Mike Tyson, P. Diddy. Okay? When Mike Tyson had to move P. Diddy's hands because P. Diddy was taking his pinky and his other finger and rubbing on Mike Tyson's legs, trying to molest his thighs or whatever. You know? And it was, P. Diddy was hesitant. Like he was giving resistance. He didn't want Mike Tyson to move. This is Mike Tyson in his prime. And he's sitting up there on national TV trying to feel on Mike Tyson's thighs. And he moved his hand out the way. And then P. Diddy immediately gave him a look like, what the fuck is you doing? And put his hand back. And Mike Tyson actually moved and sat facing towards Diddy. This is Mike Tyson in his prime. And you mean to tell me you think that this guy is going to stop? He's put people to sleep on a permanent basis because of what he wants, right? And you telling me he going to come out of here and he going to act like he got some sense because he don't want to go back? This is the kind of mindset you want to try to have the people have? Concerning the worst villain I've ever freaking seen? No. Amongst us?
So you think this situation humbled Diddy?
Absolutely.
What?
You dig?
What?
The institution is built to humble you, regardless of how that sounds.
And is.
Fake as the fuck. Smiling means the
Okay. Smarty, Blueface. Trash. My opinion, trash, but just like low level trash, like, you know, just low level trash compared to Diddy, right? Still trash though. He went to prison. Did it make him more dysfunctional, or did it humble him? Y'all answer that.
You know what I'm saying? As soon as he get out, bye. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you're right. Diddy just want to come home. Yeah, absolutely.
Duh.
Absolutely. I mean, it could have been worse, bro. You know what I mean? It could have been worse, bro. You know?
Diddy's gonna come home. Diddy's gonna be a good guy. He's gonna be such a good guy. Nobody's gonna be afraid. Nobody who ever talked and told or said anything got anything to worry about somebody who was so diabolical. He took away Tupac and Biggie because he didn't want to be competition, and who knows who else, right? His own children's mother. Okay. Debate with your mama. I can ascertain and assess and believe and think what I want. You can never convince me otherwise. And he got his children to still rock with him after doing so. Yeah, you the parent that's left and you got all the money. But my mother, bro, yeah, I'm gonna have to get at you with that. You're gonna have to worry about me, sir. My own mother. What kind of spell are they under? I believe he messed with them too. But he's the worst. He's the worst. That 4 years is not going to change him. He was trying to manipulate people during his trial. This guy, this is how they doing. They playing with y'all because they're of the same type. They're of the same mindset. It's too many of them like this walking around here. Too many of them.
Fucking right, but I don't think that just my opinion, and people gonna say
this is just an elaboration of what Marlon said. He's elaborating on what Marlon said. He got his sentence. He's doing his time. God spoke. It's all good. Let it go. You know, that's the common thing that they say. Chopper is elaborating on that. He's trying to say, oh, he's good now. That was enough. It's only domestic violence. Which it wasn't even that, Dodo Bird. But this is how they cop for each other's madness. Sickness.
So, you know, forget it. I don't take up for nobody but myself. But at the end of the day, right is right, and I don't think
he ain't
what he
lying.
was aiming for was actually what he was being charged with. Diddy doing 4 years for domestic violence, no matter how that sounds. You can say,
What were the charges he was convicted of, y'all? Was it domestic violence? Play with it.
he was doing all this gay shit and all this here. None of that matters.
See?
That is a preference.
You hear? Preference. If I hear them say, I would like to put me in a room with him, just for a conversation. Preference, sir? Because you giving him platform. You interviewing him like he a smart one. Preference, though. My screen falling down. Preference, though. We all got preferences. Nobody's debating no one's preference. Cut it out. We're not kindergartners. This has nothing. You can prefer what you want. But if somebody say no, then there you have it. Right? There you have it. It's no. It's not about what you prefer. Because we can sit here all day and talk about things I prefer. More money, more money. Let's start there. Okay? I can prefer that all day. Is it going to show up? Are people going to just come knock one after the other at the door and give it to me because I prefer it? And I can't make them. I can't make them. This is about what he's forcing upon people because of what he wants. As adults, we know this. So when you say preference, find you somebody else to play with. Yeah, you're not taking up for him. You are taking up for yourself because you want to make sure that this is the type of mindset people have about you when you get down like this. Didn't Chopper go to jail for trafficking? Oh, did that sound like more like what Diddy got convicted of? Something, hiring prostitution or something like that? Because it sure wasn't no domestic violence. What you trying to say? He got convicted for beating down Cassie? Yeah, we're not that slow. We actually can read, research, and I mean, everybody's talking about it. We was there. We was listening. Okay. Some of us are older than you, Chopper, and we was watching your young behind on that show. We was old enough to remember Diddy coming out dancing on the doggone award show, making a song at the way he did. And we remember knowing back then he did it. You know what I'm saying? Preference.
You did, but what he's actually charged for, domestic violence, basically. And he took the L. You did. Cassie, you heard me? Cassie got $20 million out this man. Double back.
We have got to start shutting down dudes like this. Dudes that talk like this, they gotta go. Marlon should go. His career should be over with. I don't care what your big brothers should have stepped in before you opened your mouth. You talking about the guy gave him shit, let it go, 50. Until we get all of this same stuff about 50, you can't even say a doggone thing about 50 doing this documentary. It does not compare, no contrast. Et al. You don't come over here, boy, and try to say to anybody, but to not me, he basically got convicted for domestic. You don't basically get convicted of anything. You are convicted exactly of something. Period. That's how that works. That's how the courts work. You know that, Chopper. You've been in jail enough, right? Right? You're just as fake as that earring in your ear. Come on. He basically got convicted of trafficking? I mean, domestic violence? He didn't get convicted of domestic violence, but he not big. So you summarizing your own story for what actually happened that we can see and hear and prove for ourselves. How does that work? And then you're going to sit up here and talk about, I'm not trying to vouch for Diddy. Well, what do you call it? Oh, you told us. You're taking it for yourself. Gotcha. Okay.
testified against him. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was an LL, you dig? LL Cool J, LL Cool D. Pause. So, you know, he got his karma, bro.
He got his karma?
Like I say, he's in jail right now for domestic violence.
Hey, listen, Hare Krishna. We, my practice, we not supposed to. I wrestle with the flesh. You know, we not supposed to be about that, all that. You know, mindset of trying to do people or get them or this, that, and the third, and blah blah blah. And so, you know, but the point, wrong is wrong, and this is how children continue to get hurt. This is how women continue to get hurt. This is hell. And after this case, this is how people continue to get hurt. I've never heard, and I've heard a lot of cases, you know, where males, they want to dominate and take from males, and it do be in the industry a lot for the most part of it, you know. Hell, we saw Terry Crews, big as he is, tell a story about how that man stuck his tongue out, tried to seduce him right in front of his wife, and then walked up to him, grabbed on his crotch in front of his wife. As big as Terry is, we know that there are monsters out here, but the amount of violations, including eliminations from Diddy, that is on a whole nother level. And we got monsters that are just like him right here, coming out here. And they gotta stop being supported. This guy has gotten interview after interview after interview after interview. His name should be dirt. He should be equivalent to Diddy, because what he is saying is the same thing Marlon was trying to say. Marlon Wayans tried to say, don't let people manipulate you. Don't let them bully you. Don't let them manipulate you. But he's trying to manipulate you. Him and Choppa and everybody else who talks like this, because this is what they're trying to do right here. This is what they're talking about. This is what they are saying to you. They're saying to you, nah, B, it's not that big a deal. Chill. Okay? He got his sentence, 4 years. It's blood, sweat, and tears for Diddy. It's torture. It's horrible. He's so used to being out and getting everything he wants. Trust me, bro. Trust me, bro. When he gets out, he's going to be so good. He's going to be on his bestest behavior ever. He never, ever is going to hurt anybody again. He learned his lesson. He is so humble now. He's so humbled. The 4 years is going to string him right on out. We're going to be good after that. He's going to be rehabilitated and everything, because that's what prison does. It humbles you. And anyway, what? He got preferences. Okay, cool. Who you judging? Like, you never, thought of anything or did anything strange for a little change, or you never, messed around somebody same sex. You never did nothing like that. No. You just went to judge Diddy. He got preferences. He likes this. He likes that. He likes this. He likes that. We heard about it. He freaky. Yeah. And so he gotta go sit down because he freaky, man. Come on. Domestic violence. That's all it was. Domestic violence. It ain't that bad. This is the narratives they keep giving you after all of these things that you've heard happening to these people. When we saw day 26 come on the VLAD show, and that young man sat there and he tried to tell us about an email that he saw, and we filling in the lines, right? Aubrey, what he's saying sounds like what happened to Aubrey, right? She finds out, she reads a letter somebody saw, and they told her, I saw them doing this to you, and you didn't look like you really knew it was happening. She like, I didn't know it was happening. Wow. Distraught, crying. Day 26. Well, I don't know his name because I'm older, so I didn't follow them. I heard they were popular, though. The guy says, I saw an email. He's saying he couldn't believe what he was looking at. he wanted answers, and he was pretty much hitting around without actually coming out and saying that his email was pretty much like that letter. Diddy wrote this email bragging about what they had done to him, and somehow wanted him to see it because he wanted him to know that, hey, stuff happened to you, bro, and you don't even know about it. But yeah, it happened. And he probably told him about the video and all that. This is what kind of evil, diabolical, torturous dude this is. That grown-ass male sat right there on Vlad's show and started to cry. And his entire group cried. And Vlad didn't know what to say or do. And he was like, I never had this happen before. All of y'all, what? And they spoke more on it. And I heard that recently, more and more but story after story is so, for a lot of us in our heads, unthinkable. And you've done this to person after person. He's creating broken, damaged humans out here in the world that we and our children and grandchildren, our people, have to live in and be a part of. And you got people like this and come on here and smile in your face and laugh and get a check so they can wear their little fat fake jewelry and shit with no hair on their face. Like, don't even look like he's growing any hair. It's like there's no little follicles. And tell you, it's all good, man. He freaky, he do things weird. And this is somebody who was around Diddy. This is somebody who knows something. Listen, Freddie from Making the Band. Damn it, I gotta go. Freddie Making the Band. I believe Diddy got him too. Freddie lost his mind, y'all. Freddie had a breakdown and all that kind of stuff. And then Chopper, okay, the auntie that liked to talk. Right here. No hair on his face. Came out here telling people business, talking about some Freddie was sleeping with Sarah and Sarah was sleeping with Diddy, and Freddie had beef with Diddy and Diddy had beef with Freddie over Sarah. But why did Freddie and Diddy have beef though? Because when Diddy get to messing with your girl, it's because y'all got beef. And then Diddy told Freddie in front of y'all he was going to bob his neighborhood so he can have dudes sitting outside to try to eliminate him every time he come outside. And y'all still was hanging around this dude trying to be down with him, knowing all the things he's done before to everybody, including putting people to sleep, people that matter way more than you ever could in his world. And you sit up there and watch somebody who came there with you and this is happening to them, and then y'all gonna try to talk about Sarah and try to say Sarah was being, loosey-goosey. Like she had the option of telling Diddy, step off. That didn't work out too good for Aubrey, did it? Talking about Sarah went down. She would go down there and be down there with Diddy for hours and come back all messed up and hair messed up and drunk or whatever. She probably was drugged. And you're going to put this woman business out here like that and then talk about her in a derogative way at this big grown age and judge her and say she wanted to be with Diddy. She wanted to sleep with Diddy. Because you know that. Because how would you know what she wanted to do or not? Because from what we can ascertain, y'all was hungry, right? And you was trying to make it. And you were making sacrifices. Huh. Like walking for that cheesecake, right?
I don't care what nobody say. Say what you want in the comments. I don't never want to see a black man back there. Regardless, he could have gotten this shit in the streets and the world.
I'm with you on that.
But I don't never want to see a black man back there.
Yeah, I don't want to see Sean Puffy Combs, Brother Love, Diddy, in jail. No, prison. No, come on, man. Who wants that? Who wants that? I want to see the cremation of his body. I want to see the Satan take his soul. I want to put the ocular on Satan taking his soul. And then after he's cremated, I want to make sure that we get rid. How are we going to get rid of these ashes? That's a good question, because I don't want no remnants of him left. We got to turn it into a gas and make it that probably would be, that would be spreading it real wide, huh? Whew. It'll never be good enough in my opinion. Because even if we watch Satan take his soul, and then we got the ashes, we stuck with something. And you tell me, I don't want to see him in jail. Jail is too good of a place for him to be. And, guys have urges and desires, and you would say needs in jail. And I just think he would be having too much fun in jail. Too much fun, and I don't like that. I don't like that. Let me get a banana, because I don't like that. I'm definitely hating on Diddy being in jail. I'm with you on that. That whole saying, it be y'all black men that say stuff like this, and these are cop-outs for cold talk. Code is code for don't hold us accountable. Nobody who don't mean you any harm is going to sit up here and say, I want to see you in jail. Nobody's going to say that. That doesn't help society at all for people to continue to go to jail. But if you are a monster out here and you want to hurt other people, baby, you got to go where you got to go. And that could be the ground, and then it could be hell too. You can do that too. And in my opinion, I'll have to talk with Krishna later about this, but this is what it is. I don't think he deserves to breathe the air. It's already contaminated. He might be taking in specks of good air. We don't have good air to be just giving out all willy-nilly. No. This guy damaged people. Extensive damage. He's affected so many people, and then he's affected the people who come in contact with these people. And then I don't like this talk, like how Chopper say, Cassie got her money, but basically saying she got over. She got her money, she came back, and she testified. Okay. Since y'all want to play that game, All right, I'll just start calling Cassie a hero. Because, she set this thing off, and if she had not done what she's done, would we be here now? No. Would anybody? There's people who are sitting back crying and never will say a word. Because at least people understand now that he is a bad man. He has done bad things. Of all the things that I know about what has happened, and a lot of us do, because we've been living on this earth plane this entire time. I don't want to watch the documentary. I don't. Even seeing a little clip of this guy, I don't know if that was Little Rod, somebody, and this guy's like, he woke up listen, come on, man, that's foul. That's foul. The only thing is like trying to imagine that being yourself. Or I have adult males, sons. I have, male people that I know. I have male grandchildren. Imagine that somebody in real life you care about, or yourself, that these circumstances were your circumstances. And we've all been through things, and some more tragic things than others. I just cannot even fathom somebody violated you in this way, and not even on one occasion, constantly. For me, restraining me in any way and crossing over into my body, aka just putting your hands on me, that is like, to me, the ultimate thing that I just cannot fathom allowing somebody to do under I'm talking about any circumstances. There is nothing here on earth, materially or otherwise, that I would say, well, you can't tell them no. Like Kat says, you got to tell them no. And I'm going to do more than tell you no. I'm going to try and eliminate you, because that's just how postal I am about these things. So it is beyond measure for me to even imagine how that could possibly have been with all the heinous things that I've been through in life. And he's done this to people, many people, and who knows what Chopper has seen, because Chopper is actively bragging over the years, actively bragging about being in close quarters, close proximity with Diddy on several occasions, several outings. Chopper, you probably should be talking about some other things. There's some other things you need to be telling us, sir. Okay? Hey, boy, we know that's not no diamond. We know that's not no platinum. So, I mean, cool with your costume jewelry, but whatever.
Especially for what they was trying to, he was trying to jam him up that way, and he really wasn't doing what they said he was doing.
Okay, hold on, Mike. Okay, all right. So they was trying to jam Diddy up. That's what you're saying. Okay, got you. I hear you.
So, for Diddy, I don't take up for nobody but myself. Mm-hmm. But at the end of the day, right is right. And I don't think what they was aiming for was actually what he was being charged with. Diddy doing 4 years for domestic violence, no matter how that sounds. You could say he was doing all this gay shit and all this here.
Okay. So what he is saying is that he said what they were aiming for is not what he was charged with. Okay, so if I'm giving Chopper 2 points on intelligence, so that'll take him up a notch from negative 5,000. He is actually saying that they charged him on something else, but they were really charging him for domestic violence. Interesting. And I can feel you on that. because, let's say OJ, right? Was it really about all that other stuff, or was it about we didn't get a conviction on Nicole and, dang it, Daniel? The other man, the man that was with her. Not saying he did it. I'm saying just metaphor. So still, Champa, we're neglecting still people who are permanently sleeping, and we're still neglecting people who got their bodies violated by this man. So this is just going to be about domestic violence. No way, either way you cut it. Okay, got you. Okay, I got you.
That is a preference. You dig? But when he's actually charged for domestic violence, basically.
See? Look at the head.
And he took the L. You dig?
Look, see how
you heard me?
That's exactly how they feel right there. That's exactly how they feel right there. That's exactly how they feel right there. Right there.
What he was being charged with. Diddy doing 4 years for domestic violence, no matter how that sounds. You could say he was doing all this gay shit and all this here. None of that matters. This
gay stuff and all this here. Why would we even say he was doing all this gay stuff and all this here? Yes, people who speculated or didn't really believe or know that think that he liked guys and he would sleep with guys. Yeah, they might talk about the gay stuff. But in court, what is that? It has no relevance to charges. You can't charge somebody for being gay. So what you talking about? What you talking about, Chopper? Gay stuff. No. R-A-P-E. R-A-P-I-N-G. That. Chopper. That. Not gay stuff.
Preference. You dig? But when he's actually charged for domestic violence, basically.
Oh.
And he took the L. You dig? Cassie, you heard me? Cassie got $20 million out this man, doubled back and testified against him. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was an LL, you dig? LL Cool J, LL Cool D. Pause. So, he got his karma, bro. You dig?
Wait, let me run that, because I'm trying to find a joke. I mean, it's
domestic violence, basically. And he took the L. You dig? Cassie, you heard me? Cassie got $20 million out this man, doubled back and testified against him. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was an LL, you dig? LL Cool J, LL Cool D. Pause. So, he got his karma, bro. You dig? And like I say, he's in jail right now for domestic violence. I don't care what nobody say. Say what you want in the comments. I don't never want to see a black man back there. Regardless, he could have got this issue in the streets and the world, but I don't never want to see a black man back there, especially for what they was trying to. He was trying to jam him up. Yeah,
he could have got his issue in the streets. That's interesting. Dame Dash said the same thing. Oh, if that was he did that somebody, I would go handle it. First of all, Dame, can you rewind the tape of you handling? Can you show us an example how you get down or you stoop back in your day? Because at this age, be careful about what you're talking about. Because, probably, boy, Dame, we can look at you and tell you don't need to do push-ups no more. Okay, so cut it out. But that's just talk. That's just talk. Why I got to do puzzles and things, TikTok? Go on out of here with this. That's why I don't hardly even come over here. We'll go handle it. Hey, he can get his issue in the street. Who got hit their issue in the streets recently from the community? Who gonna handle Diddy in the streets? And why do you need to handle him in it? No, he need to be handled in a court of law. First and foremost. That should be the last resort. Handle him in the streets. That means so many people who are victims and their families got to axe the ground with this dude. And if they handle it, then now they got to pay for what they have done. Nah. They should not have, it should not be left up to them to have to go and avenge, what has happened to them. Not at all. And then you leave it up to the streets, and all y'all gonna do is embrace him because this is what y'all are.
Doing what they said he was doing. You dig? So that's just my opinion, though. But who am I?
No, I hear you, man.
And a wink.
Okay, so,
and a wink at the end.
I'm gonna take it back a little bit, man. Kurt Burrows described the situation.
I don't even care about all that. I ain't even trying to get into that because that had me here even longer. So that's why I wanted to go with that. Y'all can leave your comments. You can type it up or whatever. And for Hazma Khan, honey, you can see I'm focused on the subject. And maybe you wanted to add to it. I don't know, but I think you just want to battle some other time. Okay, I'm out. I appreciate everybody who came through. Thank you for hitting the like. Did y'all hit the like when you came through? Because let me see if y'all hit that like. Hit the like. Why you don't hit the like? Let's see. What can we do here? Okay. I gotcha. Okay. Alright, so how do I get out of that menu? Let's see. You can do AI, wallpaper, pause the live. Oh, I should have. Dang. So, go ahead and heart the live, y'all. Chopper. Pathetic. I would not be watching anything else that he does. Because that is. Let me see what this is popping up on here. Yeah, but TikTok, you're annoying though. You're highly annoying, and you always just bother me and stuff when I'm alive. Like you don't know I'm here. That's weird. Like you're weird. Oh, they got voice effects? Well, I can't hear my own voice, so I don't know that I care. However, I'm going to give it a try on the next live that I do, which I'll be back in a couple of hours or so. And so let me download these real quick. Y'all hit the like, follow me. I'll be live again. Different subjects. I do. Different subjects. I have things. We're going to do some sewing. We're going to do some exercise. We're going to do some handy repairs and stuff like that. That's what I got on the agenda for today. And other adventures. But it's just, I don't know, at best, we gotta denounce this type of conversation and not support these type of people. So, wait, can't use voice effect and music effect at the same time. I'm not using voice effect though. At least I don't think so. Let me go back and check. Sound effects. Y'all hit the like it, baby. Oh, it took away my sound effects. Man, give me my shit back. What you talking about there, Slick? Give me my...
get out of the... Okay. So yeah, Chopper, you suck. You definitely suck. Go here. Should have done that at the beginning, huh? Just moving around, just letting just see what they got going on. Buildings. Oh, I'm used to sitting it back. Okay, for sure. So we're gonna get us a little team going on here. Oh, dropped it again. Alright, so nobody is saying anything, right? I like how that looked like it went behind Chopper. The words, that was kind of cool. So I don't see any comments. I've seen people try to join in live. And it's like, if you ain't commenting in the chat, then why customize the badge and stickers for your fan club? Let me see what you got. You want me to change that? Well, take that. Alright, y'all, I'll see y'all later. I'll post clips. I will put this full live on my YouTube later, which is, guess what? Soul Search. That it is up there. 4110. And booyah. Okay, thank y'all for the love, for hitting the like on the live, for sharing the live, for coming in the live, for sharing your opinion on this here madness.